Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of the Cyclone Scuttlebutt. I'm Tommy, it's Randy. We cover Iowa State sports for the Des Moines Register, and today we're getting you ready for, Randy, a pretty big football game. Iowa State at Texas. At stake is still a spot in the Big 12 championship game. When you look through Iowa State history, Randy, where do you put this game in terms of the biggest games in program history?
Well, it's certainly among them, but it's not the biggest. Those games in 2004 and 2005 where Iowa State needed to win those last regular season games of the year to get to the Big 12 championship game, those were the most significant in Iowa State history. This game is significant in the fact that it sets up what could be the most important game, the most significant game in Iowa State history, which would be November 24th against K-State in Ames. But for that to happen, Iowa State's got to win on Saturday.
It's going to be a tough challenge. Obviously, Iowa State is going to be without David Montgomery for the first half of that game after suspension from the Baylor game. Randy, how big of a concern is this for Iowa State?
I've been saying I don't think it's sure it's a concern, but it's not a deal-breaking concern. Iowa State's got other ways it can move the ball. I mean, Brock Purdy could, if his run pass option is not there, if the running part of the RPO isn't there, he could pitch it to Kane, and Kane can take off and beat anybody. Kane's got enough speed to beat most of the Texas players, and we all know they're usually the fastest in the Big 12. So yeah, there's other ways to do it. Those are short dink and dunk passes to Charlie Kohler or Chase Allen, I'm assuming he plays. Deshaunte, as we said earlier, Deshaunte's having a wonderful season out of the slot. They can move the ball without David Montgomery, I think.
Last topic, we'll get to the Maui invite for the Iowa State men's basketball team, going to be a very tough challenge. No Wendell Wigington, no Zoran Talley, no Cameron Lard. What do you expect?
No Solomon Young.
Yeah.
I can. It depends on where Iowa State lands. They play Arizona in the first round next Monday at 8 o'clock your time here, or Central Time. We'll see where it goes from there. Iowa State, it's a tough tournament. If Iowa State wins the first round, then they're probably playing Gonzaga. I mean, and so the Zags are among the top 5 teams. Duke is in the other side of the bracket, so it's a good tournament. I think Iowa State just goes there and improves and see what happens from there. But so you'll be in Austin, I'll be at basketball. We'll all get back together again next week sometime after Thanksgiving. So for the Des Moines Register and DesMoinesRegister.com, he's Tommy Birch and I'm Randy Peterson.